Shalom, shalom, call halal, Yahweh, Shem, Shabbat, Shem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to the elect throughout the four corners. Quick testimony to bring out right quick. Dropping off this Edomite. He had his family coming through some convention, like half hour away, 25 minutes. Simple small talk, in the question, because what Esau does is anytime he around Jake and Jake looking like a little rough or he don't look docile, Esau gets scared, and the reason they get scared or they get cautious to a degree is because they know what they did to our people. And they want to know that if you're in the know or if you alarmed of them or if you know who they are, right? Kind of like, a fugitive. You watching one of the movies, and if the fugitive find out that you know who he is or you look at him funny or a serial killer, you go in their room to call the cops, he pop up and kill your ass. So that's the same thing. That these devils, they are aware they're fugitive, that about to be brought to justice through Yahweh Shai. So they ask, I play it cool or whatever. But this devil, when he get out, he say, hey man, okay, you make sure you stay out of trouble now. Old devil, got to be like fucking 85, maybe even 90. But you know how some of these devils be still having their movements. Then I got offended because I'm like, yo, I don't fucking get in trouble. I haven't been, I'm behind a wheel right now, but, I haven't been in trouble in fucking like 20 years since I was like fucking 17. We use wisdom out here. We men of the Lord. We try to strive for righteousness. And even in times I could have got in trouble, I trained my mind to be stronger than my emotions. And that come with time, but that's what you, especially as a man, in or out of the truth. You got to train your mind to be stronger than your emotions. That will keep you from doing stupid and dumb shit. And that'll help you make better decisions. But anyway, I haven't been in trouble. Jake don't get in trouble. I don't even got a fucking criminal record. Not as an adult. I did some shit as a juvenile. You know what I'm saying? But not as an adult. The Lord grabbed me in the truth when I was 20 years old. I'm fucking 38 now. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even got tattoos on my body. Not to say that I didn't want none, but I'm not saying I'm some type of angel or I'm perfect. You know what I'm saying? But the Lord, you give us wisdom to not be in trouble, to stay out of trouble. And what he meant by trouble was, crimes, robberies, fighting, and all this crazy shit. I haven't even had a fist fight in a long ass time. If I don't start training, man, I get in a fucking fist fight. I fuck around and get my ass kicked. Because I train my mind, to use wisdom. Hey, what the Lord say, wisdom is better than weapons of war. You know what I'm saying? So, your mind become a weapon. You learn how to manipulate situations. You learn how to maneuver over certain things and certain aspects. You know what I mean? You learn how to let shit go. You learn how to not to be carnal. You learn how to trust on the Lord. You start putting curses on things. And that's an act of using faith alone. Saying, I'm not going to do nothing. I'm going to pray to the Lord. He going to handle it. So that's an act of faith right there. So I'm in Baltimore, so he thinking like, oh, this little young nigga, let me tell him he better stay out of trouble. But if I was more docile looking, bald head, no beard, with a suit on, talking uppity, so-called proper, he probably wouldn't have never said that. So, but it's funny how these devils say stay out of trouble, but y'all the ones who invented trouble. The whole gang, like the whole mob shit, right? Because what Esau do, Jake do what Esau do, just on a lower scale. Jacob shoot up a community. Esau a bomb a whole town like Hiroshima and Nagasaki. You know, World War II. You know, what Trump did with the 60 Tomahawk missiles when he came into office. So, you know, Jacob sell drugs to a community. Esau sell drugs to a whole country. You know, to a whole nation of people. So that's why the script said, "You are of your father, the devil." You know. So this dude. That's why a lot of them scriptures that Esau, that's on Esau, you could fold it on Jake. You know, a lot of them scriptures just on a lower scale. So that's what he meant. Cause I'm like, yo, I was a little offended. Like, yo, you know what I mean? You don't know me, motherfucker. Like, you don't, like, how the fuck you know if I'm in trouble or not? And that's how I look at our people. Like, we the thieves and the criminals. But a lot of our people are fucked up, but they mimic behind you. They get it from you. Case in point, like the mafia, like a lot of the Italian mobs was Israelites, the Sicilians. However, they get that whole concept from Amalek, the small hats. Meyer Lansky was an Amalekite. He was a small hat, and they set up the Italian mob. The Italian mob ain't just come on the fucking scene doing what the fuck they want. Or the Irish mob. It was set up through Amalek, and Amalek, the small hat, they was running the Italian mob. They wasn't doing all that shit getting away with it. Esau would have been came and fucked down on them. You know what I mean? So they was set up, and then what? Niggas came behind it and mimic it. That whole mob shit. And that's what niggas think they, like, and right here in Baltimore and Maryland, they had a fucking, them niggas got swept, but they had a Paru set out here off of the treetops. They was called Murderland Mafia Paru. So the M stand for Mafia. You know what I mean? Which was mimicking Amalek from Meyer Lansky. And then what you got? You got BMF, Black Mafia Family, mimicking who? Amalek. Then you got Mafia Crips. You got a branch of Crips called Mafia Crips. Like you got the neighborhood Crips, you got the Hoover Crips, but it's a branch of Crips called Mafia Crips. Where you get that from? You get that from Amalek, going back to Meyer Lansky. You know, you got the Fudge Town. You got close to Watts. You know what I mean? They're another set of Fudge Town Mafia Crips. They a set of Mafia Crips. You got the Mob Paru out in Compton, California. You know, then you got basically you get the point. You know what I mean? You got these niggas, they get that shit from Esau. Y'all the actual forefront runners of what our people is the mimic. But then you get these other dudes, you let them make it to a certain extent. So they following these dudes you set up, but really it all goes back to Amalek. It all goes back to Esau. They the real thugs, they the real gangsters. The Revolutionary War, 1776, the red coats versus the blue coats. You know, that's kind of Salakia. That's kind of where that whole blood and Crips shit come from, which they set up anyway, right? So y'all the real criminals. Criminal come from the word crime, which come from the word crimson, and crimson means red. And who was red? Esau. So y'all the real criminals. And the real laws that to be broke, that's being broken, is the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. And Esau breaking them on a high scale and promoting it and pushing it to Jake. Yeah, our people wicked, they do it too, but Esau is breaking it on a high global scale and promoting it and pushing it. See, Jake do and break a lot of these laws and commandments, but they feel bad about it. They feel bad about spreading it, and they know they need to change, or they should change. but they don't have the strength to, and they wound up getting grabbed up or getting punished, sent to jail or killed, murdered by the lifestyle they live. But they in their heart they know that's fucked up and ain't right and they should change. And they wouldn't promote it to their children. Most of them. You know what I mean? So they get that from Jake. But you devils, man, for the most part, man, you devils, you Edomites, y'all the real criminals. And y'all need to stay out of trouble. But you ain't gonna stay out of trouble. Because let favor be shown unto the wicked, and he still will not learn righteousness. You know, roughly said. So, you devils ain't gonna stay out of trouble. But, you know, I noticed people say that, like, stay out of trouble. This one devil, when I was in New York, told me that same shit. I was like, the fuck, like I don't even got a fucking criminal record at all. Like I don't have no drugs and violence on my shit. We use wisdom. The Lord said wisdom is better than weapons of war. Like, what the fuck you mean stay out of trouble? You know? Y'all devils is committing the trouble. But anyway, I don't want to beat a dead horse. But these devils got some nerve to tell Jake to stay out of trouble. Like, you don't even know who the fuck you talking to. First of all, you can't even do the job I'm doing if you've been in trouble, because they give you a fucking background check. They do a record check. So what the fuck? So these devils, man, hey, the accuser of our brethren is about to be cast down. But that's some hypocritical shit. The joy of the hypocrite is but for a moment. That's some hypocritical shit. Stay out of trouble. You stay out of trouble. Then I could see if I looked at I'm 38. I could see if I looked at like 22 or fucking 19. Because these little young jakes be fucking wilding. But like, yo, like, I ain't no fucking young nigga. I got some weight on me. I got a beard. I'm knowledgeable. You should have, like, the shit I was talking to you about, you should know I'm type educated to a degree. Because I keep it, like, simple. Like, dealing with the law, I learned a lot. I study a lot of different things. So I could talk about damn near almost anything. A little bit. Hey, the Lord said, be not ignorant of no knowledge. But this devil got the nerve to stay out of trouble. Fuck you, devil. You devils about to be pulled out of power and dragged into slavery at the end of the day. And with that, call out Yahweh Shem Shalom.